right, here it is, the Moog Labyrinth. Oh man, so excited to get this thing open. And I'm flying blind here. I've watched a couple promo vids and glanced at the literature, but this is really my first time playing with this thing. I have yet to dive deep into the manual and wrap my head around it, but we're just gonna see what happens, and I'm gonna just play with it and see if I can get it to do anything, because this seems to be one of the more complicated ones. Let's just open it up. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, see all the goodies that they have. That's cool. Yeah, look at that. The circuit diagram. I like how they make it like a labyrinth, of course. Very cool. The packaging, pretty consistent with their other stuff. Very nice. Oh, come on now. Oh, this is going to be dangerous. All right, what do we have here? Okay, kind of the standard fare at this point, it looks like, for the goodies that they come with. Let's take a look at this first. Of course, I could always use another Moog sticker. Never run out of places to put those. Very nice. It looks like a different one maybe than the last one. No, I think this is the same poster that they've been putting in the others. Oh wait, something looks different here. Let's see. Let's just see. Oh, that is different. That's unique. Oh wow, okay. Devoted to the development and manufacture of electronic instruments for the musician. Moog. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this all on the camera, but that's cool. All right. Nice little poster that it comes with. Very cool. Of course, patch cables. Definitely need those. Power supply. Can't really work without one of these. Cool. Right on. Now this is different. What is this? Oh, it's a quick start guide. Very cool. This looks a little different from the other units. Huh. Okay. Important health instructions, like, I guess, don't leave it out in the sun or drop it from a third-story window. And then cheat codes. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a fairly complicated sequencer, I think, on this thing. So, nice to have a cheat code coming right out of the box. Look at that. Yeah, they have the circuits in here printed. That way, if anyone wants to steal their circuits, they're like, just here, we'll just make it easy for you. Here they are. They're in the box. Just buy it, and then there you go. There's the circuit. Don't even bother trying to backwards engineer. We'll just print the circuits right there on the box for you. All right, let's get this out of the way. Oh, man, look at this. Look at this. Very excited. I love that they come with these little cheat sheets that you can just kind of jump right in and start making stuff with. So one thing it's kind of, obviously, Moog has once again come up with a very unique instrument here. And kudos to them. Hats off to them. They are truly, truly innovating once again. Being that they're one of the first companies to develop analog synthesizers. The name is synonymous, obviously. Everyone knows. So for them to kind of come back, and start innovating all over again, it's just really awesome to see all the stuff that's coming out. But I have to say, once again, though, Moog feels the need to make some of the most important controls mini pots. And I just really hate these mini pots. They're just so annoying. And I just don't get it. Like, why not just make something that's less used? Like, how often do you really mess with the volume? I guess with some of the other ones, you bring up the resonance, it drops the volume. You need to bring the volume up, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like maybe I would rather have like some of these more, and I don't even know yet how much I'm going to use these, but I know on some of the other units, I tend to use like the subharmonicon, for example, right? The rhythm and the pitch knobs. You're constantly changing those, but I'm not really messing with the volume that much. So why not just make the volume smaller or a little mini pot and then free up space on the front to make some of these other, the knobs that you're making mini pots bigger so that you can use them and they're more usable. Like the biggest problem is like the DFAM. It's really hard to dial in a sound or like a note on some of those, or the subharmonicon, for example, like the pitch knobs. There's a wide range of pitch, that you have to fiddle with. It seems like a long time, and it's just so hard to do with these little tiny mini pots. It doesn't make any sense. I'd rather have something big like this. You can get a lot more granular in your turn than you can with these little tiny things. It's just so annoying. I don't understand why they insist on using these little things, especially after everyone's complained for years now about them putting these on here. I know it's a form factor situation. They want to keep this at a certain size, but again, maybe make these others smaller, make the ones that are most important bigger, and I think everybody would be happy. But I digress. In any case, the Labyrinth comes perfectly, I think, at a time. If you've done any research on this or seen any of the videos, the early release videos that are out there right now, I mean, this couldn't have come at a better time. It just comes perfectly at a time when AI music generation is really going to start proliferating everywhere. I mean, it already has, but it's going to get worse, right? And we really need something to take music to the next level. Something like this, I think, really could help. AI is not going away. And even though we were promised it would automate all the sucky jobs, instead it's taking all the jobs we like to do, like the things that make us most human, our creative endeavors. But do we really need art to be automated by a machine? I don't think so. I mean, who asked for that? Do my taxes, but don't take my art away. I like to do that, So I'm truly starting to believe that the best antidote to all this AI stealing musical art from us is really just to constantly innovate new musical devices and instruments, such as the Labyrinth here, that will make music, in ways that AI can't replicate yet because it's never been exposed to it before. Because let's face it, everything AI knows and does is based on and stolen from real human artistic output in the first place. So as long as we keep having instruments like this coming out, that create music in new, unique ways, that's, I think, going to be the best antidote to all this AI crap that's going on. So anyway, that's my rant. Thank you, Moog, for once again saving us from AI. I'll play with it in a minute. Go ahead and fast forward if you want to get to me just, messing with it. But, I also can't help but mention, talk about the obvious. Moog's acquisition by InMusic, surely this was already in the works when they were bought out. I just can't help but wonder, with all this innovation that Moog has been up to, why did they even sell? Were they really doing that bad? That just blows my mind. I mean, this unit is like $600. It's not that much more than some of the more boutique modular systems out there. And, inarguably, this is just as innovative and unique as anything those other companies like Make Noise or whatever are doing. And they all seem to be doing pretty well. I mean, I don't know. But, they're still around, right? So I just don't understand. Like, in the middle of this massively innovative, in the midst of all this innovation, they sold with, from what I've read, just it sounded like, there were some problems, right? So it's just sad. It's just sad. And, can't forget, I'm going to have to cover up my serial number. Please tell me this was not made in China. Oh, God damn. It was made in Taiwan. Well, I guess that's a step up from made in China. But yeah, made in Taiwan. And this is what I was afraid of, was that all this stuff would be going to overseas. And, but they're still charging the same amount as what they were charging when it was made here in the United States. So, I mean, I guess good for InMusic. Now they're making more money than Moog were able to, I guess. I don't know. Like, that's a bummer. That was always a big selling point, obviously, of Moog, was that it was made in the USA. And, but the price does not reflect the change in manufacturing, location, which is kind of shitty, but oh well. I'm more than happy to pay the $600 for this because it's pretty cool. and I can't wait to open it up and play with it. I just hope that the quality is still there is all. You know, the quality control, hope that that didn't go down the toilet. But, you know, we'll see. Cool. Okay, so this isn't really a tutorial or anything. It's just an unboxing. And as you can tell already, it's kind of more of a rant as well on certain things. But yeah, let's just jump right back into it. This is pretty unique circuit design. It's got the two VCOs. They're very different oscillators than what we're all used to. I think this one only goes to 5 kilohertz. And then this one is a mod VCO, which is very low and slow, I imagine. And then it goes all the way up to 1.3 kilohertz. But, you know, you're able to route them differently through the circuit and even use them to control each other or modulate each other with FM and whatnot. You know, it's got this odd little variable filter, which, you know, that's interesting in its own right. It's, I guess, not the typical ladder filter that you normally find on the Moogs. It's a variable between low pass and band pass. So that's going to be cool. Yeah, I think the biggest thing about this, obviously, is the sequencer. It's this parallel sequencer. I guess you know, I mean, it's rather unique and weird in their own right. These sequencers. Of course, you know, they're a big part of what this is all about. Able to generate patterns on its own, and then it allows you to kind of lock those down when you like what you hear. So it's very similar in spirit, I think, to, like, you know, for example, the subharmonicon, which kind of has a similar thing going where you can just kind of generate these kind of evolving random things you don't really have a lot of control over. You know, and so it opens it up for happy accidents and, you know, exploration and stumbling upon really cool things. And that's one of the fun things about the subharmonicon is just, you know, just sitting there for hours and exploring what you can do with it. I imagine this is going to be another one of those. So yeah, I look forward to playing this, and I'll put some more videos up. Maybe I'll do once I've sat down and wrapped my head around this and gone through the manual, I'll do a little tutorial. And of course, I'm going to be putting up some jams as well. But in the meantime, let me go ahead and just hook this up and get an initial feel for the sound. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay. Got everything hooked up, and let's plug it in. Once again, this does not have an on-off switch. I don't really like that. And of course, you know, same as always, it's got the wall wart, which, you know, unfortunately, the sound studio, they no longer make that, and they don't supply the little mixer unit that also is a 3-way power supply, which is kind of unfortunate. But I'm going to build one of those eventually, and I'm going to make a video about that, so that's cool. All right, let's see what this thing sounds like. So I haven't touched it yet. Let's see, trigger. So it's very similar to, like, the subharmonicon. Okay, cool. Beats. Some sick beats right out the box. Nice. Okay, the corrupt. Let's get things corrupted. Instant techno drums. Nice. Ah, look at this. They stopped coming in the, guess they're, oh man, they're already cutting corners. Look at that shit, man. What the fuck? Okay, so that I'm kind of pissed about. So they're not even supplying the original Moog cables anymore. Just dawned on me that these aren't even the right kind of cables. They're different. So I wonder if the quality's bad on these. And they aren't even in the same packaging. So that's interesting. Okay, Moog. Okay, well, I should say InMusic. It's not even Moog anymore, right? It's still a Moog. And I think I've got like one of the last DFAMs that they made in the United States. So I'm okay with that. But anyway, cool. All right, well, let's plug things in and see what kind of madness we can come up with. I don't know what I'm doing. Like I said, I need to read the manual to figure out what the heck all this does, but I have some idea. Let's see, routing. I can't really read it because it's covered, but that's okay. We'll just tweak it and see what happens. Got a really fast sequencer on there, just like the DFAM, it looks like. Ooh, cool. Circuit bending kind of stuff. The lowlands of early evening. Oh, I get it. It's like a bagpipe or something. I love this. It's a very interactive instrument. Cool. All right. Well, there you have it, everyone. Unboxing of the Labyrinth. Like I said, I'll do another video on this when I've figured out how it works more, and maybe do a little bit of a deep dive. Real quick before I do go, I do want to do one thing. I'm going to fix the problem that I mentioned earlier. I just didn't do it right away because you can't put these templates on, but I've got some extra knobs for the Moogs to remedy those ugly ass mini pots, and I've also got some bigger ones that I can also use, but I'm not sure if these are gonna allow me. Yeah, they're so close together, there's no way that I can even use it for these, but not even that. I think they'll probably conflict with each other, but yeah, I'm probably going to play around with it and see what I can do. But at the very least, I can put these on there, and that's going to make things look really good. So, yeah, let me see what that looks like real quick. Yeah, there we go. See? So it looks a little bit better. It's a little bit better. In any case, thanks for watching. Have a good one.